Public speaking is already stressful, but public speaking in a foreign language is a whole new level of difficulty. During my PhD at UC San Diego, I participated in a public speaking competition. Grad Slam was basically like a TED Talk. In 3 minutes, you had to explain your doctoral thesis to a general audience, so it wasn't an easy task when you're doing biomedical engineering. I did pretty well in the contest because I honestly love to talk about my research and public speaking in general. I made it to the final and I got an award. All my expat friends also wanted to participate, and they were asking me questions like, how did you feel confident on the stage? How did you not freeze? How did you sound natural in a language that is not your native language? Can you give us some tips to prepare for a public speaking event or for a competition? So I decided to make this video. In this video, I'm gonna share some tips that helped me feel confident on the stage and survive my TED Talk. It's honestly not about sounding native, but about being clear, concise, and being understood by the audience. If you live, you study, or you're working a foreign language like English, this video is for you. Tip number 1, choose clarity over complexity. Long sentences work against you in a foreign language. They make things harder for you and for your audience. They overload your audience's memory and processing capacity. Research on cognitive load shows that when we use dense and complex sentences, everyone gets lost. You get lost and the audience too. Instead, short sentences sound confident because they're easier to follow, easier to understand, and easier to process. So here's a practical rule. Say one sentence, then pause, then continue. You don't need to say everything that you know at once. You just need to make sure that the audience is following along and understanding your story. Tip number 2, structure is your safety net. When vocabulary is limited, structure is essential. It will make your life easier. Our brains like predictability. Speakers who use structure in their sentences feel more competent, more confident, and more trustworthy. Try to start your sentences with phrases like, in short, the main idea is. The key idea here is. With these phrases, you will buy time, you will calm down, and you give time for your audience to understand what's coming. Structure is going to lower your anxiety because you're not just improvising what's coming, you're following a specific pattern. Tip number 3, slow down but do not apologize. When people speak in a foreign language, they need more time to think, so you will naturally speak slower. But what ends up happening is that people speak slower and then they apologize and they're like, sorry, my English is not perfect. Sorry, am I saying this correctly? I probably said this wrong. Sentences like this are gonna lower your confidence, and that's not what you wanna show the audience. From a psychological perspective, all these apologies are gonna lower your authority and are gonna make you feel more uncertain about what you're talking. So here's the key. Speed does not equal confidence. A calm pace does. So speak slowly, use pauses, and make sure the pace is helping you and not hurting you. Tip number 4, use pauses intentionally. When you're speaking in a foreign language, pauses may feel awkward, may feel like, I think the audience is noticing that I don't know what to say. But all these perceptions are internal, not external. In fact, research on communication shows that high-status speakers make more and longer pauses. However, lower-status speakers tend to rush to filling the gaps because they feel uncomfortable. So how should you use your pauses? First, pause before you're gonna say a main point. Also pause after an important sentence to give people time to process your idea. And third, don't panic in between pauses. Stay calm, put yourself together, and continue. Make sure you're breathing when you pause and understand that pauses give your words authority. They help the audience process what you're gonna say, and they help you regain control of the pace and the story that you're telling. Tip number 5, focus on being understood, not impressive. Public speaking is about telling your story. It's about communicating cool ideas. It's not about impressing your audience. It's not about showing how smart you are. It's about helping your audience understand what you're trying to say. When your audience understands you, they trust you more, they stay more engaged, and they feel you like an authority. Here's the key. Being impressive is optional, but being clear is essential. And here's a bonus tip: mindset shift. I'm from Spain, so giving my talk in English was stressful. When you're speaking in a foreign language, your brain is doing more work. So the goal of your talk is not to add difficulty, but to make things easier for you. Speaking in a foreign language and speaking in public is not a weakness. Don't feel self-conscious about it. It's actually a high-level skill. You're constrained and you're limited, and you're still getting through it. Speaking in a foreign language requires control, requires patience, requires structure, and requires confidence. And confidence does not come from perfection. These tips I'm giving and this video I'm making is not perfect. My accent is not perfect, and my intonation is probably not perfect either. But confidence is about reducing the friction and making things easier for yourself and for your audience. All the skills I talked about today are trainable, so the more you practice them, the easier they will get. And you can apply all these tips and skills to daily interactions, presentations, public speaking, pitches. Honestly, wherever you are in the world, you're trying to either tell a story or sell something or make yourself clear. In the comments, let me know if you're interested in communication tools, especially in a foreign language. And if you like this video and these tips, please give the video a like and subscribe, because more content is coming that you cannot miss. Until next time!